Hello students, now we will have a look at the disease caused by bacteria, and they are also called as bacterial diseases. Okay, so the first one is pneumonia. Okay, so pneumonia is basically caused because of droplets spread in the air by infected person. Any infected person is sneezes in front of you, so droplets are getting spread into the air around you, right? So that droplets may have the bacteria that can causes pneumonia, isn't it? So in that case you should be very careful, right? So how one can stop the pneumonia is first thing is vaccination. If you see in the third column, vaccination and avoiding contact with the infected person. If you'll avoid contact the infected person and if you'll have a vaccination, you can treat the disease. Okay, you can treat the disease with the help of vaccination, and you can avoid it with the help of infected by avoiding the infected person. Then the second one is leprosy. Long term contact with the infected person. Leprosy can be transmitted to another person because of the long term contact with the infected person. So how you can avoid it? You should better avoid the contact with the infected person and their belongings. So if you are in contact with the same person for a long time, and if you are in contact with their belongings for a long time, you are more prone to have this leprosy disease. So one should be very careful while handling this kind of a people or their stuffs. Okay, the third one is cholera. Cholera is particularly caused because of the contamination food and water. If there is a contamination food of water, okay, with this particular bacteria, there are so many chances that it can cause cholera. Okay, so what are the preventive measures to stop the cholera is clean food and water. One should have a clean, healthy food and non or uncontaminated water. Okay. The next one is diseases caused by fungus. Okay, so dandruff and ringworm, these are the two kind of diseases that can be caused by the fungus infection, isn't it? That's why it is called as fungal infections. So how can it spread? Contact with the infected person on or his or her belongings like clothes. अगर किसी को डैंड्रफ है या फिर रिंगवर्म है और उसके कांटेक्ट में आप ज़्यादा देर तक है डायरेक्टली कांटेक्ट में, या फिर उसके जो कपड़े है, रुमाल है, ही इज़ यूजिंग हिज बिलोंगिंग क्लोथ्स, if you are using that means there are so many chances that you can have the same kind of a disease. Okay, so how you can avoid this? Personal hygiene. First of all, you need to maintain your personal hygiene, then avoiding contact with the infected person. Okay, so this is how you can limit or you can actually avoid this disease. Then let's have a look at the diseases caused by protozoas. That's why these diseases are also called as protozoans diseases. Okay, and the example is malaria. Malaria is actually a protozoan disease. Mosquito bite, anopheles is a kind of a mosquito that mosquito is particularly responsible for the disease like malaria. Okay, unclean surroundings and स्टैगनेंट वाटर, एक जगह पे इकट्ठा हुआ पानी, ठीक है, अनक्लीन सराउंडिंग, बहुत गंदा आजू बाजू का एरिया रखेंगे तो ये सारे मॉस्किटोज जो है वहाँ पे बन जाएंगे, पैदा हो जाएंगे, बढ़ जाएंगे, इजंट इट? तो क्या करना पड़ेगा? हाउ वी कैन स्टॉप देम इज बाय क्लीनलीनेस ऑफ सराउंडिंग्स. आजू बाजू की जो सराउंडिंग्स है उसको क्लीन रखना है. प्रिवेंटिंग स्टैगनेंट ऑफ वाटर, आजू बाजू में जो पानी है पानी को जमने नहीं देना है, क्योंकि इफ़ यू if you'll keep the water available, that means if you won't make the way water to go flow away, right? So what will happen in that case? That water will be accumulated at the place, and there will be a production of mosquitoes that will be harmful. Okay, so for the controlling mosquitoes we need to keep the cleanliness of surroundings, preventing stagnation of water, right? So these are other microorganisms can cause the various other diseases. Now, which vaccines are given to infants and why? कौन से टाइप के वैक्सीन्स है जो हम इन्फेंट्स को दे सकते हैं? इन्फेंट्स मतलब जो अभी अभी जो पैदा हुए हैं, ठीक है, जिनको पैदा हुए ज़्यादा दिन नहीं हुए उनको इन्फेंट्स कहते हैं, जो न्यूली बॉर्न बेबीज, अगर उनको कौन सी वैक्सीन दे सकते हैं और क्यों? वाई इजंट इट? वाई वैक्सीन्स आर गिवन टू द इन्फेंट्स? इन्फेंट्स को वैक्सीन्स क्यों दी जाती है और कौन सी दी जाती है और क्यों दी जाती है, राइट? So infants have less resistance power to fight against the diseases. It's just the newly born babies, and newly born babies don't have that power, don't have that immune system to fight against the diseases, and that is the reason. That is the first reason why the babies or infants would be given vaccines. Then they should be protected from the infectious diseases. There are so many bacteria, viruses, protozoans are around us, and to keep the baby safe, we should give them vaccines. BCG, BCG देनी पड़ेंगी उनको. So within the first 8 days, पहले 8 दिनों में protections against the tuberculosis infection. बच्चे को, एक इन्फेंट को ट्यूबरकुलोसिस का इन्फेक्शन ना हो इसके लिए BCG की वैक्सीन दी जाती है. Then DPT, that is triple vaccine, 3rd, 4th and 5th month. 3rd month, 4th month और 5th month में ये दी जाती है अगेंस्ट डायरिया, ओके, पर्टसिस एंड टिटेनस. ओके, सो इन सारी इन्फेक्शन से बचने के लिए DPT ट्रिपल वैक्सीन दी जाती है 3rd, 4th एंड 5th मंथ में. ओके, देन ओरल डोज ऑफ पोलियो वैक्सीन. पोलियो वैक्सीन भी दी जाती है, ओरल डोज. आपने देखा होगा पोलियो वैक्सीन का मूवमेंट चलता है, राइट? वो ओरल डोज होते हैं जो बच्चों को, इन्फेंट्स को दिए जाते हैं, इजंट इट? देन MMR वैक्सीन. MMR जो वैक्सीन है वो 9th मंथ में दी जाती है, ठीक है, और दैट विल बी गिवन इन टर्म्स ऑफ मम्स, देन मीजल्स एंड रूबेला. ओके, दिस काइंड ऑफ इन्फेक्शन शुड नॉट हैपन, दैट्स वाई MMR वैक्सीन विल बी गिवन इन द मंथ 9th मंथ infant. Okay, then the other vaccines, स्कूल गोइंग चिल्ड्रन अगेंस्ट टाइफॉइड, कॉलरा एंड हेपेटाइटिस. जो स्कूल गोइंग स्टूडेंट्स होते हैं, बच्चे होते हैं, उनको दी जाती है कौन सी वैक्सीन्स? टू फाइट अगेंस्ट टाइफॉइड, कॉलरा एंड हेपेटाइटिस, राइट? सो लेट्स हैव अ लुक एट द वैक्सीन्स बाय एक्सपेरिमेंट ऑन द एनिमल्स. ओके, infects microbes in the animal body, production of antibodies, extraction of these antibodies from the blood to use. तो वैक्सीन कैसे बनाई जाती है एक्चुअली? ओके, सो एक्चुअली पहले बनाई जाती है बाय एक्सपेरिमेंटिंग ऑन दी एनिमल्स. तो पहले क्या किया जाता है? एनिमल्स के बॉडी के अंदर वो माइक्रोब्स को इंजेक्ट किया जाएगा. ओके, सो जैसे ही वो माइक्रोब्स उस एनिमल के बॉडी के अंदर इंजेक्ट करेंगे, ओके, द एनिमल बॉडी विल स्टार्ट प्रोड्यूसिंग पुलिस फाइटिंग फॉर दैट इन्फेक्शन, एंड दोज बायोलॉजिकल पुलिस, ओके, प्रोड्यूस इन द बॉडी आर कॉल्ड एज एंटीबॉडीज टू फाइट अगेंस्ट दैट इन्फेक्शन. ओके, सो that those antibodies would be extracted from that animal. Okay, ठीक है, so the extraction of these antibodies from the blood to use, and this is how the vaccines are produced, because these antibodies can be used for the other organism to fight against the same kind of a microbial infection, isn't it? So this is how a vaccine can be produced by experimenting on the animals. Then in the laboratory with the help of biotechnology. So biotechnology की help से we can produce vaccines. How? Detailed study of disease causing germs and microbes takes place. वो जो microbes है, because of that microbes जो disease होता है उसका डिटेल स्टडी किया जाता है, ठीक है, सो व्हाट काइंड ऑफ डिटेल स्टडी वुड बी डन? जीन एंड डीएनए एक्सप्लोर्ड. वो जो माइक्रोब है, कॉजेटिव ऑर्गेनिज्म भी जिसको कहते हैं, या इन्फेक्शियस बैक्टीरिया, इन्फेक्शियस ऑर्गेनिज्म कहते हैं, उसका उसकी जीन मैपिंग की जाती है, उसका डीएनए भी एक्सप्लोर किया जाता है कि उसका डीएनए का स्ट्रक्चर क्या है. ठीक है. एंड प्रोटीन कैन एक्ट अगेंस्ट द माइक्रोब्स आर प्रोड्यूस सिंथेटिकली. एंड द प्रोटीन, ऐसा प्रोटीन बनाया जाता है जो उस माइक्रोब्स के अगेंस्ट काम कर सके. ठीक है. तो वो जो प्रोटीन है वो लेबोरेटरी में बनाया जाता है विद द हेल्प ऑफ बायोटेक्नोलॉजी. ठीक है. सो दिस इज हाउ द वैक्सीन्स कैन बी प्रोड्यूस्ड. एंड द नेक्स्ट वन इज इंजेक्शन ऑफ डेरिवेटिव्स एंड डॉर्मेंट माइक्रोब्स और जर्म्स. नेक्स्ट स्टेज में क्या किया जाता है? नेक्स्ट स्टेज में ये किया जाता है कि इनफैक्ट इंजेक्शन ऑफ डॉर्मेंट माइक्रोब्स इन द बॉडी ऑफ ए पर्सन. जो इंसान है, इंसान के बॉडी के अंदर, इन ए ह्यूमन बॉडी, ये जो डॉर्मेंट मतलब जो फुल्ली फंक्शनल भी नहीं होते या फिर डेड होते हैं. ठीक है. आइदर दे वुड बी डेड और दे आर नॉट फंक्शनल. ओके, दैट मीन्स दे कैन नॉट प्रोड्यूस अ डिसीज. Okay, so this is called as dormant or semi-killed, you can say. So this kind of microbes would be entered into the body of a person. So defending action start by the body person by producing the antibodies. और उस human being के body के अंदर body immediately start producing antibodies to fight against that particular disease. And this is how the vaccines are produced, isn't it? Now the question is, why is safely store of pathogen is necessary? तो पैथोजन को सेफली स्टोर करने की ज़रूरत क्या है? तो पहली तो चीज़ है कि फॉर द प्रोडक्शन ऑफ वैक्सीन्स, अगर आपको प्रोडक्शन करनी है वैक्सीन्स की, तो ऑब्वियसली आपको वो पैथोजन को तो रखना पड़ेगा. ठीक है. क्योंकि आइदर यू विल बी इंजेक्टिंग दैट पैथोजन इनटू द बाय मेकिंग देम डॉर्मेंट, यू कैन इंजेक्ट दोज पैथोजन इनटू द ह्यूमन बॉडी, और यू कैन स्टडी दैट पर्टिकुलर ऑर्गेनिज्म इनटू द लैब, and by mapping their gene or collecting the information of their DNA, you can produce the protein that can act against it. Okay. So the way we have seen the possibilities of producing vaccines, so for that reason, first of all, you need to store them, isn't it? So for in the laboratory, for the production of vaccines, इन द लेबोरेटरी में कैसे करते हैं हमने पहले भी पढ़ा है, isn't it? So that is the reason, these all things we have already seen, infection derivatives or dormant microbes or germs, isn't it? So now you can take the screenshot and you can learn it, or you can read it properly. You will understand this. Okay. Now let's move ahead. Then the question comes in our mind that how antibiotics cure the disease. How antibiotics cure the disease. Okay. So by destroying a particular disease causing bacteria, antibiotic क्या करता है? It destroys particular disease causing bacteria, and this is how antibiotic cure the diseases, isn't it? Then the question comes like, antibiotics for human and animal are the same. So infecting pathogens are different in the animal and humans. Okay, so they are actually the different in animal and humans as far as the infecting pathogens are concerned. But some antibiotics are same in case of same causative microbes. In case if the human and animals have the same causative organisms or causative microbes, then the antibiotics given could be same, isn't it? Then we have to complete this sentence. Sexual reproduction in yeast is budding. Exactly. Then what would be the answer for this? Toxins of fungal origins are called as mycotoxins. Absolutely correct. Then leguminous can produce leguminous can produce more proteins due to rhizobium. As we have seen, the rhizobium is a it stays with that leguminous plant in symbiotic relationship. Okay, that is called as symbiosis. Okay, now we have to match these pairs. Rhizobium, yes, nitrogenous fixation. Clostridium, that can cause food poisoning, isn't it? Because Clostridium can produce various toxic material inside the alimentary canal. It can harm at the same time in the food or in the yogurt. If there is a growth of a Clostridium, that can make that food poisonous. Penicillin, manufacturing antibiotics. Okay, then yeast, bakery products, isn't it? So now let's move ahead. Food material and microorganism. Okay, तो कौन सा food material है? Which food material is prepared with the help of which microorganism? Yogurt, correct. Lactobacilli. Bread, yeast. Root nodules is a rhizobium. Idli, it is again yeast. Dosa, right, yeast. And spoiled potato curry, spoiled means खराब हो गई है. It has become poisonous. So obviously we know Clostridium, isn't it? So this is how we have completed this chapter. I hope you all have understood this. Thank you very much. Stay home and stay safe.